Good morning, I'm Princess M. Marbella from Bitabited 3A FSMA. I'm your plenary speaker for today's webinar. I will now take screenshot for your attendance. Keep in mind that I will be taking screenshot before our discussion and after the session. Please be reminded to keep your cameras turned on till the end of the session and your mic turned off. Give me a thumbs up if we all clear class. Now, let's proceed to our discussion, which is the non-human resources. For our learning objectives, at the end of the webinar, the participants are expected to describe non-human learning resources, identify the four types of non-human learning resources. Lastly, give the example of non-human learning resources. For our motivation, I have here a jumbled letter and try to guess what is it. Click the reason button if you want to answer. The student will be given 5 seconds to guess the given jumbled letters. First, Miss Mejias. Correct, non-human resources. Second, Miss Niadas. Your answer is correct, money. Third, Miss Cruz. Your answer is correct, house. Fourth, Miss Halcon. Correct, materials, goods. Fifth, Miss Morales. Correct, community facilities. Now, let's proceed to our lesson proper. But first, let's define what is resources. What comes in your mind when you hear the word resources? Thank you, Miss Mejias. So, what is the definition of resources? It can be defined as anything an individual, group, or community can use to serve, accomplish a task, satisfy a need or a want, or achieve goals. So, refers to those resources that are outside of human being. Non-human resources are tangible things or objectives that exist externally of people. They can be seen, experienced, and used by people. Now let's proceed to non-human learning resources. Please read Ms. Don Diego. Thank you, Ms. Don Diego. Non-human learning resources is any entity displaying some but not enough human characteristic to be considered a human. The term has been used in a variety of contexts and may refer to objects that have been developed with human intelligence, such as robots or vehicles. They can be seen, experienced, and used by people. Non-human resources are external to the individual but are possessed, utilized, or controlled by the family. These resources are very much essential for the achievements of goals and are limited in their availability. Non-human resources include the personal possession, family possession, and the resources available to the individual with his/her community, states, and nation. These are types of non-human learning resources. First, the money. Money is the most important resources of each and every family. It has the purchasing power. It can be exchanged for goods and services. As money is not available equally to all families and it limited, the homemakers most carefully manage it to achieve goals of the families. House. House is a form of living and working people. Third is the materials good. Materials good may be durable and long-lasting like air conditioner, car, television set, other furnitures or may be consumable. Items like clothing, cosmetics, etc. These goods are generally acquired by the families by the use of money. All these goods and commodities must be utilized properly to become a resources. Service of all the members of the family are the resources of a particular family. Service are utilized for doing different household activities. For example, instead of keeping a servant in the family, members are doing the household works by themselves. The service are considered as resources. The last type of the non-human learning resources is community facilities. The most important resources of the community, which is the family, makes use of area hospital, public libraries, schools, colleges, cooperative store, markets, parks, water and electricity supplies, playgrounds, etc. Utilization of these resources obtained helps to provide the family with service and goods at a reasonable cost. Some resources can be considered as being both human and non-human resources. Example, time and energy. If these resources are utilized by the homemaker herself, they are considered as human resources. For doing household activity, the housewife can utilize her own energy and time. The examples of non-human resources are computers, books, clocks, and schools. Do you have any question about non-human learning resources? If none, I will now end our session. Thank you for listening and have a great day.